Last night, I paddled alone over a town no map shows, and brought back voices that won't stop screaming in my head. They call it Dead Man's Lake, hidden so deep in Montana's endless pine forests that no map shows its true heart. Locals speak of it in hushed voices, a lake that took an entire town without warning, drowning families, dreams, and secrets no one was meant to uncover. They say the townsfolk didn't all drown. Some just stayed behind, trapped beneath black water, waiting for voices like mine. Tonight, under a dying moon, I came here, no crew, no cameras, only my red kayak and an old underwater microphone. I thought I'd just hear silence. Instead, I brought back whispers that now echo in my mind every single night. The kayak slid across the glassy surface like a ghost. Each paddle stroke echoed back at me through the silent woods. No crickets, no owls, not even the wind dared to move through these trees. The water smelled ancient, heavy with secrets. I remembered what the old man at the gas station said: if you drift too far in, you don't drift out, they say when the town sank. It happened overnight, a rainstorm so fierce it broke the dam upriver, and in hours, homes, shops, the church, the school, everything vanished under 100 feet of water. People still hear the school bell ring sometimes, they say, or children playing in the fog. As I paddled deeper, my lantern flickered. For a moment, I swear I saw rooftops just beneath my boat, like the town was waiting. I stopped in the middle of nowhere. The lantern flickered again. Shadows danced on the black water. My breath made tiny clouds in the freezing air. I fumbled for the hydrophone, fingers numb. I wondered, what did I expect to hear? Fish, rocks shifting. The stories say some people once tried to drain this lake, but every machine broke down, every diver vanished into the silt. They say the town protects itself. I lowered the mic in, watching the cable snake down like an umbilical cord, connecting me to the drowned heart below. The moment my headphones crackled alive, my chest tightened. Silence, but not empty. It felt heavy, crowded, like 1,000 unheard voices pressing at the edges of my mind. A low hum came first, like the vibration of an old engine underwater. Then whispers, broken words, names maybe. I closed my eyes to listen deeper. A church bell rang, soft at first, then louder, echoing off watery walls no one could see. Laughter followed, children playing tag in the shallows that no longer exist. A piano started playing, a sad, broken tune, notes drifting through the depths like ghosts. And then, clear as glass, a woman's voice, singing an old hymn I'd heard once in my grandmother's attic. Her voice bent, cracked, turned into sobs, then screams. It was like I'd crashed a funeral that never ended. A sudden bump jolted me back. The kayak rocked once, twice. Something brushed past from below. I held my breath, straining to hear. The whispers turned into wails, dozens of voices crying, pleading, begging for air. My headphones hissed with static and then, banging. Clear, rhythmic banging, like fists on old wooden doors, deep beneath my boat. I stared at the black water. I thought I saw hands, pale and thin, drifting upward, brushing the hull. My paddle slipped, vanished into the water without a splash. I didn't dare reach for it. I knew if I did, a hand might grab mine. I gripped the cable, pulling hard, but it wouldn't budge. Something down there pulled back, slow, steady, patient. The voices in my ears grew clearer. A man's voice now, rough and cracked, whispering, "Stay. Stay with us." My heart hammered against my ribs. The cable jerked again, like someone tugging it deeper into the drowned town. Then everything stopped, silence so sudden it felt deafening. The water stilled, slowly, the cable loosened. The mic drifted to the surface, but I didn't pull it in. I left it there, bobbing like a forgotten lure. I turned my kayak toward shore, not daring to look back. because I knew if I did, I'd see them watching me leave. They say Dead Man's Lake never gives up its dead, but every decade or so, it calls out to someone curious enough to listen. I've heard the echoes every night since. Some nights, they sound like singing. Other nights, like someone drowning, forever gasping for breath. If you ever find yourself drifting here, and you hear them, don't listen too long, because once you do, they follow you home. This was the Midnight Footages. If you want more real horror whispered in the dark, subscribe and drift deeper with us, if you dare.